Today, we have forgotten armor in Minecraft. Armor that has been left abandoned for well over a century has suddenly been revived with a spirit. And now we aim to upgrade our armor and beat the Ender Dragon. I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes in Minecraft, so I'm probably going to do something dumb in this video, so just enjoy it. Have a laugh at my failures, and make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, but either way, let's get started. Starting off all Minecraft challenges as you normally would, we start collecting a fair amount of wood, mainly because I intend to go mining pretty early on in order to get the upgraded armor very quickly. The crux ability to this origin is the fact that I've only got a single heart of health. Now, in turn, I do every 15 to 10 seconds I gain an extra little shield, which means that I can take a free hit. Doesn't matter how much damage that hit's meant to be, that hit will do absolutely nothing to me. At the start of the game though, I'll only ever be able to hold 2 of these, and I'll hold more of these charges based upon whatever armor that I'm currently wearing. Basically speaking, I'm aiming for diamond armor as that gives me the ability to hold 6 of these, practically giving me the regular health of a Minecraft player. After tearing down a fair amount of trees, I come across a nice little village over here, and I start looting its belongings, mainly taking the wood from the chest because the food is null and void to me because my saturation will always be maxed out. But as I continue to explore furthermore into the village, taking a bed for myself, I come across a nice little iron golem. I kind of look at him across the aisle a little bit, and then I get a quick jump scare when he turns around and whacks me up into the air. One vulnerability gone. I turn around and start to run away because I realize that I'm cursed. Iron golems hate me and will want to kill me. Unfortunately, he lands another hit, and then I jump off a little 5-block cliff, in which usually wouldn't kill you because I only can take 1 hit anyway. I die to fall damage, making me realize that our villagers are not going to be the friends that I would love to use in this challenge. In fact, I'm going to want to avoid them. Anyhow, after respawning, I head back to the village and try to sneak around the iron golem in order to get my stuff back, and end up successfully doing so. After which, I go exploring. Then I do even more exploring. I come across another village. I decide to just eye it out a little bit from the rooftops of one of the village buildings, maybe to make sure that there's no blacksmith in this village at all, as well as to keep myself out of range in case the iron golem does spot my existence, which he doesn't. We move on to the next village that was somewhat close by, and again, no blacksmith here, but there is an iron golem definitely, and he wants to try and kill me when he spots me. Either way, I spend another about 10-20ish minutes just exploring around, trying to find a nice little cave that I can quickly go down in, but also not lead to my own death. And I end up giving up once I realize that, oh, it's been a fair bit already. I've been recording for almost 30 minutes. So instead of taking some caves right down to lower deep slate areas, I decided just to make a nice little staircase for myself. Easy way to avoid the death caves that may be cluttered with a minjillion mobs that will immediately knock away any form of health reserves that I have in the first place. And I actually come across some diamonds sitting across the staircase, which gives me enough to make a nice little pickaxe when I do inevitably need it. Once I get down low enough, about negative 56-ish, I put down a crafting table, some chests and some furnace, and I start mining a tunnel to the right of me. I collect a few diamonds through this tunneling process, but not too many, and I end up crashing into a lava pool area, which just makes me want to turn around, go back and mine the other direction instead. This direction was far more profitable, collecting almost 28 diamonds in total, but still not quite enough, and I get smack bang into another lava wall. So mining into a certain direction where I saw where there was at least a cave and not a lava pit, I just start mining in a weird way. I honestly don't understand how I mine in this way, but I managed to successfully run into another lot of diamonds, and then after mining around for a bit more, I end up ending this little mining process with 40 diamonds. Well, 39 diamonds to be exact, which I used to craft myself a full set of diamond armor. The reason why I sped run this was, well, exactly what I said before. It gives me the ability to have far more invulnerability charges, meaning that I can really just play a little bit differently. I can take 6 hits before I'm meant to die, which is stupidly useful when it comes to, let's say, going into the end, or the Nether, and fighting blazes. It means that I can actually take some of those hits and be a-okay. After collecting some of the resources from my underground haven, I decided to head back up to the surface and start wandering around a bit. Not long afterwards, I immediately realized that I should have grabbed a bucket of water and gone right back down, but by the time I realized that, I'd already lost the position of wherever my staircase was, so I decided to move on. So instead, I was stuck exploring for quite a fair amount of time trying to find some more lava on the surface without me having to go right back underneath. It partly made me regret moving on from that a lot sooner than what I should have. I probably should have kept looking around for that staircase a lot more than what I did, but we all make these mistakes very often, apparently. After a bit of exploring, I managed to find a ruined nether portal. Using my diamond pickaxe, I salvage all the obsidian from it to make another nether portal for myself, and I head into the nether. After gaining a weird ass spawn, I make my way towards a nether fortress I could see in the distance, and then I start farming up some blazes. Now this is where we have some brilliant beauties. I have fire resistance here, so a majority of the blazes damage is null and void. So I sit there for a bit, farm up enough blazes to get myself 12 blaze rod, which is a bit overkill, but you can never be over prepared. Anyhow, moving into the local warped forest, I decide to farm up some endermen because, you know, they're pretty useful. We're gonna need the e-pearls, and I really can't be bothered with dealing with a bastion at this point in time, so warped forest enderman it is. After collecting enough ender pearls, I decide to head back to the surface and go back to just exploring around, and I decide to start searching for wherever this stronghold may be. Now, exploring around, we had a few little complications because we ended up roaming into some form of ice ocean area, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, whenever I touch water with this origin, I will immediately sink to the bottom with no way out, so it's kind of a bit dangerous for me to do so. After passing that icy ocean, I throw another Eyes of Ender, and it goes right back the way I came, but in more of a different direction, so I follow it. Go a little further in until I find it turned back on me again, and then I picked up on a bit of stone bricks in the ground of the ocean. So taking a huge leap of risk and jumping right into it, sinking all the way to the bottom and digging into the stone bricks, I find and make my way into the stronghold. It took a bit of exploring around, like I think I went around the maze for about 5 to 10 minutes before I discovered the stronghold, but then I discovered the stronghold. I decided to make proper preparations this time around. I wanted to make sure that I had a bed there. I had a majority of my stuff left in the chest and only enough to defeat the Ender Dragon. I craft up myself a bow, and then I head back out and just kill a bunch more skeletons. Let's just farm up a few more arrows I would probably need for this entire event. After collecting the arrows of necessity, I open up the portal and then we jump right in. Now, I will just say this here, it was quite a difficult one overall to do, because it's a lot more complicated than just your typical play to immediately kill the Ender Dragon, because you can't really sustain long-term damage on your own. You can sustain a heavy hit of damage, but you can't do multiple hits in a row without potentially dying. So I had to play it smart, which led to a pretty long, drawn-out fight with the Ender Dragon where I made a few mistakes. Good, that didn't take one unnecessarily. I really need to play it a little bit smarter now. Well, clearly I'm not good at that bit. No! That's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Back up, back up. Dark and cover, dark and cover, dark and cover. This is literally intense. I don't know why this is so intense. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh. That's fine, that's okay. Got out of that without taking hits. Oh, what a lucky man I am. Oh, because he's staying there. Unfortunate, unfortunate. So close. One more round, just move. Ooh, stressing me. I'm stressing. This is a 25-minute long. Far out. That took way too long. That was... wow. So... that was a challenge and a half. That one was... if you... seriously, go check a look at the Forgotten Armor origin. I'll have a link in the description down below. It'll also be on the end screen. Go check out this origin for yourself and give this challenge a try. It is really difficult, but stupendously fun. That Ender Dragon fight was very difficult to pull off, mainly because you had to be smart with how you chose your strategy. You can't just go all in on the Ender Dragon, because all it takes is a handful of hits and poof, you're dead, as we saw with one of my earlier mistakes. You've got to actually play it very, very smart, and it does lead to a very intense battle, but it's such amazing satisfaction once you get it done. Thank you for watching this video, everybody. Make sure to hit that like button down below, and if you enjoyed this one as much as I have created it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out this video on screen now, where we take a look at the Forgotten Armor origin, the origin featured in today's video. Bye bye!